Welcome back to Gecko's Gaming. There's not a lot of time left in the metagame challenge, so this is my brew. Fortunately, I came up with it right at the end of the standard metagame challenge, but I like it quite a bit, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump in without much introduction here today. Because I think we have 2 hours left, maybe less. So let's see what we can do. The brand new brew, and I'll talk about it as we go on the way, but. All right. So this is a blue-white tempo Prowess deck built around Cosmogrand Zenith, and I can actually we're in a game now. I'll post a list when I have a second here. I will play first. I will go first, and this is a keepable hand. I'm going to save the sleight of hand until we get a planisphere out. Let's go ahead and get the tempo advantage here, bounce the elf. That seems good. I wish I had another blue source, because this is going to get awkward. I'm only running 2 planes in the deck, but... There we go, that's actually, that'll be good. Honor. So let's start off... Yeah, I would like to draw a card, but I'd like to get the planisphere down first also. So... Interesting sequencing choice here. I'm going to sleight of hand first. We got a Zenith or another land, both of which we would really want. I think for now I'm going to take the land, but that Zenith does look good. Okay, and then we play another planisphere, and that'll be our turn, and we'll attack also. Alright, I'm pulling up my untap here. I'm going to post it in the chat so anybody can see the list if he wants. Okay. Almost found the deck here. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, Bristly Bill, they have a pretty big board here. And I am going to... Let's see, we need to find like an interaction spell, I think, to take care of that Bristly Bill. It's the biggest concern right now. So I could either stock up and try to find a spell, or I could honor and try to find a spell that way. Let's go with stock up. Ooh, no interaction. So we'll take the Zenith. And we'll take the Verge. Play the Verge. We'll play a Storm Chaser's talent, get another Prowess trigger, and then next turn that'll be another big body for the Zenith. I think we want to pressure their life total here. attack. Try to keep them on the back foot as much as we can. We are on the play. Or we're not on the play, but we kind of stole the play by, by bouncing their elf on turn 1. So just seeing if we can get a tempo advantage here, seeing if we can overpower the board. It's going to be the goal. Alright, I have the list ready, so I'm going to post that now. Alright, opponent is thinking. They're going to throw an elf away. They're going to double block. They're going to triple block. That's pretty cool. I'm actually done with this. I'll take this trade all day. Zamo, nice. She's good. Alright, we still haven't hit an interaction spell. I could use Stormchaser's Talon to get bounce off back. That's pretty slow. I think I'd rather go Zenith into Honor or Drakehatcher this turn. Their board will get big next turn. But I think we're okay with that. I mean, they don't have tramples, so... we'll just deploy everything here. Create 2 tokens the first time, and then next turn I'll start double. Provided I draw a little bit of gas, next turn I will start doubling. Putting +1 counters on my guys, I mean. Yeah, I'm just trying to have some fun with the standard format. I think that a lot of people are down on it. I am too, to be honest, but this is a brew that I just wanted to try, so. Restoration magic is pretty good. Unfortunately, I would have liked to have drawn another land, but alas, we did not. Because if I drew a land, I could get back the bounce spell and still get my double triggers. Sleight of hand. I should have equipped this first before I honored, actually. That was my bad. But we can still do it. I'll put that on the Drakehatcher. And I have a Resto Magic backup also. Look at all those triggers. We love to see it. We're going to start making our guys huge. Take the sleight of hand for now. We're going to attack with these two. Six-8 Drakehatcher just eats Zamone alive. Just checking the mic here, making sure I'm not muted. Okay, I will Resto Magic. to save the Drake Hatcher. Alright. Nice. They got something? They have a trick? What do we have? That seems good. I'll take these two out first. I'm not worried about the Bastronaut. We got a lot of gas. Just take a couple interaction spells. That should be enough to finish them off, I suppose. Just tap this, I guess. Sweet. Let's finish them off here. Alright, GG. Let's go to game 2. This is just the first round of the challenge, so, you know, you're not going to be playing against the most tuned decks or anything. Blast Freeze seems good. Seam Rip seems good. They have some small creatures. Seam Rip hits Bristly Bill. Maybe I want Flood Maw too. Alright, let's see what we can cut. Can trim a stock up. Can trim a sleight of hand. I didn't see a lot of like interaction from them, so maybe it's safe to cut Resto. I'll cut one. Maybe leave one. It came in handy as a combat trick at least there. I probably don't need the Resto. We'll see. Game 3 they might bring in a bunch of interaction, or you know, we might see a lot of interaction post board and want to bring it back if there's a game 3. This has got to be a mulligan. I don't even. If I had a cantrip, it would be keepable, but this is not good. Mulligan that too. guess I'll keep this. Try this. I'm getting a message that my audio bitrate not good. Let's see if we can fix that. Does my mic sound good? Is anybody, if anybody can hear me, let me know if the audio sounds okay. Bristly Bill. I'm just gonna run the Planisphere out. I could get punished if they have an interaction, but I'm gonna stock up next turn either way, so I might as well play this, I guess. Okay, let's see. Taking a little bit of damage. Sorry, I'm just looking into some audio stuff as I'm here. Okay, they destroyed my artifact. Alright, let's see. So we want to probably put a little bit of a board out now that we have stock up in hands. Yeah, I'll just start building the board. I don't need to cast Mental Modulation yet. Put this in tapped as a blue, probably. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. We got a 3-3 Bristly Bill and a 2-2 Bastronaut. And probably has a trick, so say no blocks. Let's say no blocks. No timed explosion. Gonna sweep the board. If they can discard a 1-mana card, that would be pretty strong here. Okay. So they lost one of their guys, but they got to keep their Bristly Bill. I suppose that's good for them. I will stock up. You need to take the seam rip, probably the planisphere. Yeah, we'll try that. Hopefully this Brissy Bill doesn't kill us this turn. Fenrir, sure. Alright, so this will finally answer that Bristly Bill. That's what we needed. Fortunately, can't cast both this turn. I'm probably not blocking with the Planisphere creature token, so I don't think I want to offer a trade though. Alright, we'll just end the turn like this. That thing has first strike, doesn't it? Alright, guess I'm going 3. Let's see if we can come back from here. Another island. Alright, so they're gonna do the Restless Spire thing next turn. The Fenrir is going away. After they put the counter on the Spire, I can tap it and draw a card. And I can pay for the ward too in case they decide to give it, level it up, yeah. So, that's the plan. Looks like shields are down, so the opponent's gonna go for it. You got something? Oh, overprotect. Alright. Alright. So Seam Rip is definitely good. Overprotect, Bristly Bill. No Time Explosion was pretty random. I did not expect that. Let's see. 40 of the consoles is probably not that great. I don't see a lot of haste. We could just not lose to our mana. I think that's the main trick, because the mana is rough in this deck. They make it so that you can't really play blue-white in the format unless you're like control, because all the good lands are tap lands basically. Just trying to think. Is there anything else I want to do here? Sock Up is a little dirtily. I do have the 4 Storm Chasers talents for card advantage, so I could maybe go down on that, go up on more interaction. Yikes, almost ran out of time. I know. I just made this deck like this morning from scratch, so I'm not sure about the sideboard quite yet. We'll see. We'll see about that. This is a fine hand. I will lead with the Storm Chaser's talent. Oh wait, no I won't, because I don't have any... Yikes. Alright, this guy's annoying, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute him. With the elves. Another Floodform Verge. This is tilting. Nice. I would have definitely mulled this hand if I had taken a closer look at it. Let's see if we can get through this, though. In an island. Nice. Alright. Finally got there. Let's see if we can come back. Cosmo Grand. Seems good. Planisphere is growing, so that's nice. You're gonna get to draw a card here. I think I'm gonna go for the surprise factor of the Flood Maw rather than trying to play around Brissy Bill getting another trigger. He can get one more trigger. I think that the added Prowess plus the surprise factor is gonna be good enough. Okay, there's Jill. That's annoying. It's gonna take out our token. Sure. Blood Maw in response, or just wait till block. I don't have good blocks either way, so. If I pump, I will definitely bounce the Bristly Bill. That way they can't recast at the same turn. Hey, forward to wait another turn on the Cosmogrand, or do I just need to get the board out? Probably need to get that board out right now. 5 mana makes the Bastionaut unblockable. I can afford to take that hit. I can put the Storm Chaser's talent out this turn too. Because I have stock up next turn, so presumably I'll be able to double spell either way. And I'll get in with this 3/3 Otter. Oh, it has Prowess. Can bring back Floodmaw if I need to, with talent. This has been a real slow game. Okay, okay. Put it on the Bastronaut. Alright, and then are you going to double the counters? Try like this. You can't have both. You can't both double counters with Bristly Bill and have overprotect, so this should be fine. Alright, so I'm gonna take 5. I'm gonna take like 8 damage here. Okay. I guess Flash Freeze for to cover another spell, but I think I'm probably just dead. Yeah, I'm just dead, so... I think, because I need to, like, take out the Shiva, but I also need to take out the Bastronaut, so... I don't think, Yeah, I guess... I can't take out Shiva. Alright, well, if he decides to activate Shiva, I'm just dead, but maybe they won't see that move. Just go for this. We'll go all out. I know I'm dead to Shiva either way, so... I guess, yeah, I'm dead to Shiva plus a land. That's all I need. But if they try to cast a spell, then I should be able to get them. Okay, they have the land. All they have to do is activate Shiva and I lose. And they do it. And they do it. And they activate Shiva. They're reading her. They're reading Jill right now. She's gonna transform into Shiva. The suspense is killing me. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? I have a card in my hand. Alright, they did it. They figured it out. Good job. Alright. Since we have enough time, fortunately that was like the first match. It was like a slog. But, big janky slog there. But, that means we have time for another one. Sign up ends in 30 minutes. Let's take a closer look at the deck here. I don't know if there's anything I want to tweak now that I've had a little bit of experience with it. I don't know. The Rest in Pieces are awesome against the Reanimation deck that's running amok right now. That's one of the big reasons to play white right now. That a lot of people are playing that deck, and it's Rest in Peace just closes the door on it. I'll be right back. Okay. One thing I think I want to do is add a second meticulous archive, cut an anchorage to make the mana a little bit better. Could maybe cut the planes too. Cut like a planes for one. Or I could cut the planes for another cantrip. This is 1, 5, 6, 7, 11. That's like 15 white sources. And 20 blue sources, but you really only have 16 unless Flood Farm Verge is turned on, so that's an important distinction. That's what we ran into last game, cost us that last game of that match there. Just hit 4 Flood Farm Verges and nothing else for a long time. So I think, right, because this still gives us 5, 6, 7, 11. That gives us 15 white sources. I think that's enough. We need white a lot less than blue. Mana is a little rough, but I think this is an improvement at least. Alright, let's try again. This is probably going to be our last run, just because there's only a half hour left to enroll, so. It's a sweet deck though, I'm having fun with it. I think there could actually be something here. Not even just a meme or just for fun, but this is just the first pass of the deck, but I think that if we wanted to keep refining this, we could make something out of it. I'm gonna want to save my 1 mana spells, so I'll just leave it a starting town. I'm not gonna tap it though. This turn. Watery Grave. Yeah, now that I have Restoration Magic, I'm definitely gonna hold on the Planosphere until next turn. I can protect it. Especially if we're up against Dimmer, they tend to have a lot of removal and stuff like that. Okay, equal number of cards you've drawn. Okay, this is not like stock Dimmer. This is some other thing. Equal to the number of cards you've drawn is what its power. Whenever you commit a crime, you may draw a card, discard. There's only once. Okay. That is cool. One thing I want to try is putting a couple No More Lies in the main deck. No More Lies has been really good. My idea, I mean, I have it in the sideboard because I want to be proactive as possible main, and then interact more post board, but just want to make sure that they're targeting the Planosphere. Okay. I might stock up next turn first. Yeah, I'm going to lead with stock up most likely. See if I can hit an interaction spell. And then if I don't, I'll just honor. Nice, we got the Seam Rip. Take the Talent too, that's both really good. So do I rip the Duelist or the Planosphere? Not close, I think. I'm gonna hit the planosphere. I don't want them to equip that to the duelist, that's for sure. Oh, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm gonna have to rebuild now. I can equip the planosphere to my Storm Chaser's talent token, so that's a good start. Yeah, we'll start there. I should play the island first, just in case they have a response. I can maybe dig for a restoration magic. So I can actually use the Girl's Bounty next turn, but I only have one creature, so it's not that good. I'd rather not burn this Opt right away. What is this, Kaido? Whenever a creature you control does combat damage to a player, put a loyalty counter on Kaido, plus up to one target creature you control can't be blocked, draw a card, and loots -2, create a 2/1. -9 probably doesn't matter, never getting there. Up to one target creature you control can't be blocked, draw and discard. Okay.
I've got all the intel you need.
So we're just in an all-out race right now. Okay.
They'll never see us coming.
The Dreadwing Scavenger. I remember that card from that card was really good in limited. Let's put another counter on it before. Yeah, I'll put another counter on it. Because unable to scream doesn't stop it from being in combat, just... Okay. I think Drakecatcher is fine. I would like interaction, but... We're just racing, I think Drakecatcher is okay. The Elusive Otter can pump it up. So... Because this guy can still attack and block, so... It's just a big old 4/6. That's pretty nice, actually. I don't mind that. I'm at 9, though, so I gotta be careful. This Kaido is already at 6. I don't even have a single interaction spell other than Seam Rip, I guess. Alright, let's go with Drakecatcher. Safe to assume I'm going to take like another 5 or so next turn. Oh no, I wanted to... Oh, now I can't do the Elusive Otter thing. That's so bad, dude. I was like thinking about saving my life total, but Auto-type actually had my back. For once, that's actually... Hopefully that doesn't cost me the game. Man, I could have taken out Kaido this turn, but instead I can't now. Alright, well, we'll swing for a 3 still. And then I'm going to equip it to the Drake Hatcher. I guess I'll cast Sleight of Hand and see if we can hit. Nice. That's great. Use this on the token. Alright. Got Winged Scavengers here. Then it gets +1/+1 Death Touch when they get Threshold, what they're about to do now. Okay. They have Threshold. If I do this, oh, it says up to. Okay, yeah, so it had a target so he doesn't get to loot. It's helpful.
Cool.
I was at 8 now. Cosmo ran, just in time, baby. I should also consider, since both these guys have flying, I should probably consider bouncing something again so that I don't die. Cosmo Rand is bait here, I think. I put 5 counters and I get 3 triggers, so 5. I mean, that's lethal. Can you block both of them? Can you block just one and then that wouldn't be lethal? Yeah. I gotta go fast. I'm running out of time here. Okay, nice. We're finally starting to kind of break through here. I think I want to hold the Otter until I get the Cosmo Grand down. But it's tempting to play it now because it's another attacker next turn, but I don't necessarily have anything to back it up with.
Follow me, Pop John.
So Kaido can ult next turn, but I don't think we care about that. I don't have any ways to draw cards, so I just gotta go with what's in my hand here. Alright, here we go. Oh shoot, I thought that this otter was going to be lethal. I just messed up big time. I made a miscalculation there. He only needs to block one now. I thought this was going to get 2 triggers. So we just left him an opportunity to win. I thought they were both going to be. If I lose, that's my own fault.
There's no escaping your fate.
Okay, they ulted Kaido. I don't care about that, actually. Would have been scarier if he looted and gave him unblockable. Oh, 1 damage from the land? No way, bro. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, I should have equipped the Planisphere. I'm so janky right now. A dumb game, dude. Thinking about just conceding and requeuing. Is there time left? That was like... Man. That's crazy, dude. Can't believe I lost to that. I think I'm just gonna requeue. I don't think I want to slog through this again. We'll do one more queue. I have an opportunity to look at the deck one more time here. Let's see. Our win rate's not good so far, but I think most of that is just user error on my part. I do think there's something here. We'll try it again like this. Play first. Yeah, this is a good hand. Multiversal Passage for blue will lead on. To the Storm Chaser's talent. All right, last run, baby. Let's see if we can get a good one here. We've shaken out some of the early run jitters with this deck. See if we can get a good run here. What? Okay. I don't know what's going on. Opponent just discards to hand size? It kept like a no-lander, or... Looks like blue-black control, blue-black mill. Or Esper mill. I've been seeing a lot of these deck around lately. It's Esper mill deck. Alright, let's go ahead and stock up. Give us 2 triggers. I want Storm Chaser's talent and opt against mill deck. These interaction spells aren't going to be very good. Maybe Seam Rip would hit Riverturn Monument, but... Alright, hit him for 4. Alright, we're seeing Esper lands like we thought. Let's go ahead and honor. I don't know if I want to run out the Storm Chaser's talent into a potential sweeper. But they wouldn't be able to sweep for like 2 turns, presumably. There's not a lot of 3-mana sweepers in the format. I could get big time punished if they have like yeah. But let's go for it. Go for like a fast kill. Oh, that's awesome. Restoration. Okay. 4/8. I could do 12 damage. But not enough to kill them, so too late. It's looking like it's going to be GG. think they can come back from this with one land. We're gonna want exercise. Rest in Peace is interesting against River Return Monuments. Doesn't let them get the double thing. So we'll see if we have room for that, but I definitely want No More Lies. Restoration Magics. Throw a Rest in Peace in there just to take a look at it. Mental Modulation can go. I think Seam Rip can go. Bounce Off has some utility as a defensive protection spell. Try it like this. Right, let's play. I'll keep this. Interesting to lead with the Otter or the Talent here. Interesting question. I'll lead with Talent. Let's actually lead with, well... Yeah, let's just lead with the Otter, I don't know. I have this as a potential green source, but I don't think I want to use it for green. And then the Talent will trigger Dragcatcher and Otter later, whereas the other way isn't true. If I put Talent down, Otter wouldn't trigger that, or the Dragcatcher. What is going on here? Come on, man. Dude, these players on the Timeless Challenge are just... Just a lot of trolls, or I don't know what's going on here, but... I'll just throw out Dragcatcher and attack. Guess I should have attacked first. I mean, that's what I would have done if, if I didn't feel like they were just literally AFK right now. Alright, nice. Alright, okay. So... We have Dragcatcher. I think we can save the tokens. Let's do a sleight of hand. I'd like to get a restoration magic. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then talent. And then we have a that'll give us a Drake. A Drake catcher. We can do that at any time, right? Yeah. So we'll probably do that at the end of the turn here. I have a Cosmogrand, but I'm not going to play it yet because I want to get the trigger off of it and have Resto. So probably what I'll do is stock up plus hold up Resto. Got a response? Nope. Okay. We're going to take Planosphere and Dragcatcher, I think. Kind of want to land, though, too. Alright, we'll take Planosphere and a land. Go ahead and attack for 6. Come on, just let me play. These players are, it's just, I'm really getting tired of the slow play, but... Oh, man. Consult the star chart, sure. Alright, Drake gets 2 more tokens. We'll pass. Two more counters, I mean. My turn. Alright, let's go. Play a Verge. Play Planosphere. Play a Sleight of Hand. Like stock up. Excuse me. Alright. Dragcaster has a bunch of tokens. We'll pass with Restoration Magic up again. I don't know how they're missing land drops when they use like a Consult Star Charts too, but 3. This is brutal, man. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8. So that should be lethal. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. 1 sec. All right. Thanks for being patient, everybody. I will. Let's go right back into it. Let's go. What do you say? Let's do this. I'll play first. This is a keepable hand for sure. Starting out with a leyline axe, bro. Who does that? Who even does that? With that in mind, I may want to dig pretty quickly. Try to find an answer. I may opt here. Because I do need to dig pretty fast. Against a leyline axe. Yeah, let's just go for the planisphere and turn 2 on the play. See if they have an answer for that. Think twice, sure. Another planisphere plus an honor is kind of nutty. There's a restoration magic, that's awesome. If we can fade this next turn, I think we should have it locked up. As long as they don't have something this turn to answer our board. Sleep magic. So it's interesting because I can either stock up this turn and hold up Resto, or I can... it's safe to assume they have a counterspell, potentially, too. So with that in mind, I think what I'm going to do is equip the Planisphere to the other token. And play a tap starting town. And just attack for 2 with Resto up. And then next turn we can stock up. What up, Rando? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How you doing today? Okay, see, perfect. Yep. Exclusion Mage, we're gonna Hexproof. That's gonna be huge. Boom. And we get 2 triggers also. Pretty nice. Oh, they have Spell Pierce? No! Okay, so now we need to rebuild, so let's stock up. Let's start with old Emmett, nice. Big old dog. So we need to get a new threat, so we'll take the Zenith. And we need gas too, so we'll probably go Zenith plus Sleight of Hand. I could have taken the bounce spell too, I suppose. Let's get this tap land out of the way now and we'll just pass here. So I could have taken the bounce spell, bounce, like, sleep magic. That doesn't really make sense, though. Never mind. They just do? Oh, they exile Think Twice. Pretty sweet little blue tempo deck. I like the Leyline Axe. It's a good touch. Looks like they have a counterspell, but I think I just gotta jam it. Nice, they have a counterspell. Now we just need to dig for something. Storm Chaser's talent. I could... Storm Chasers is probably better, but I could Seam Rip the Sleep Magic. Get my guy back. But Storm Chasers lets us get like a stock up back from the graveyard or something like that, so I think I'm going to do that. Genji Glove, dude, this guy's going for it. Wow. Double strike. Okay. I don't think I want to use Storm Chasers yet. I'd rather... Okay, so what's happening next turn? You can equip potentially both of these. You can only have double strike once, so you can't have double strike. So it'll do 3... It'll do 6, it'll do 12 damage, I think. Which means I have time to attack this turn. So let's go ahead and equip these. Then we'll opt. That's pretty good. I think I want that. Let's get in for 4. Sure. Mind Scanner. Okay, so all of a sudden things just shifted. And we are now up against a mill plan. This can't be blocked. This guy's just gonna mill 2 cards, right? Get a couple more triggers. Draw a card, getting flooded. We're getting flooded. Is that what we want to see? I can get a stock up or a mental modulation. Do I... Dude, he's got a Mind Scanner and he's gonna mill me out. Alright, so this is gonna be... What, 11? 22... Can mill 40 some cards next turn, so... I do need to deal with that. Yes, I do need to deal with that. I haven't made a land drop, so if I stock up and I hit like a interaction spell, I should be fine. But I need to hit exactly a bounce spell. Alright, let's try this here. Yep. I'm gonna tap that down. We got 2 more triggers. If we can just, like, hit almost any spell, we're... should be in a good spot. Okay, nice. Storm Chaser's talent won't really do anything. We just need some way to punch through and we can't do it. We don't have any way to interact with their 10-1 double strike milling thing. So I think that's gonna be game. I mean, I guess I'll untap this and attack. This is so cheesy, dude. Can't believe I'm losing to this right now. Alright. It works. It's like they drew it up. Unbelievable. Alright, we want Flood Maw. That was so dumb. We want exercise. I want some resto magics. Maybe no more lies. I just couldn't find anything to interact. That was just like that was the cheesiest, I think, way I've ever lost in Magic. It's kind of funny. I don't think Seam Rip is what I want. Let's try this. I need to make sure that I have Restoration Magic when I deploy my threats so I don't get enchanted with whatever random stuff they have. This is not really a good hand. The opt might get there, but also it might not. Alright, this is better. The fact that these only can tap for 1 mana and that I'm going to need white eventually, but I also need double blue early, makes this decision interesting. We should do this. I would like to wait for a protection spell, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to run out the Drake Hatcher since we're on the play too. They have a Drake Hatcher too, nice. I'm getting flooded, of course, again. Let's just do this, see if we can draw some gas. Okay, that's not bad. Cast it. Now Drake Hatcher will make a Drake, so that's nice. Resto or Zenith? I probably need to take the Resto. Man. Yeah, I gotta take the resto here. Sorry. Sorry, Cosmo Rand. That's what we gotta do, unfortunately. 'Cause if the Drake Hatcher lives, then we're sitting pretty. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to. Oof. Supposed to make a Drake. Oops. Dumb. Okay. Kind of tired, so I'm not playing the best right now. But that's alright. We'll dust it off. We'll keep going. Let's go ahead and attack. Attack with both. Dodge a spell pierce too, so we're good there. This will be white, and it'll be tapped. So I could bring back a mental modulation. Or I could bring back Flood Maw again, or I could bring back Sleight of Hand. But then no matter what I do, I would lose my resto. Or lose my ability to cast resto. If I do that. Next turn I can bring something back and still cast it, so I think I'm gonna do that actually. I really need to draw some gas. Not lands. The Eternity Elevator, sure. How am I struggling against this deck? This is kind of funny, man. Honestly. Maybe this deck isn't as good as I thought. Nice, there's what we need. Bounce this. I don't think I want to give them that amount of mana, so. Alright. Gonna think twice here. Alright. Got there. Let's run it back. One sec here. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. I'm taking 2 here, I guess. Sure. I want to hold all the gas for now. See if we can resolve Planisphere. Hopefully they don't counter it. Okay, cool. Resolved. We have the Restoration Magic to protect it. Give it hexproof. So it can survive. Sleight of Hand, let's see what we get. There's a Cosmo Grand, that seems great. We'll cast that next turn. And this turn... let's attack. Alright. Good with that. think that's fine. Take 2. I think they might have an Essence Scatter in their hand, based on what I saw earlier. But I don't want to play around it, so let's go for the Cosmo Grand. Make them have the answer. Okay, I will pay 2. That's why I played my land first, in case I had one of those random, like, spell quench or whatever, quench type effects. So this thing can't block now, so I might as well attack. Tap it, doesn't untap. So I still have the ability. Still have the ability, at least. So let's opt. Honor is good. Honor this guy. Let's create some 1/1s. Have a Drake Hatcher now, too. The Drake Hatcher. And pass. So I'm going to be able to activate to get the Zenith trigger now no matter what. Because they won't get to have priority unless before I'm able to trigger it. You won't be able to shuffle it back in that way. Okay. Alright, we got there, cool. Alright, we gotta go in the next one quick. I gotta bounce pretty soon here, so We're gonna get as much as we can in. I'm gonna try to play a little faster. I'm very tired though. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I'm playing suboptimally right now for sure. Let's drink a little more coffee. See if that helps. This isn't like exactly an easy deck to play either. A lot of small decisions and opportunities for mistakes. See, this looks like a keepable hand. This looks fine. Multiversal Passage on blue, turn 1 Storm Chaser's talents. Kellen, alright. Alright. I can go turn 2 talent plus honor. Seems like a pretty nice board. Heart, sure. Taking 4. Taking 2, okay. I'd like to hit land, so I am going to honor here. Okay, we got to land. Let's get in for 3. Next turn I can Drake Hatcher plus honor. Leveling up Kellen, huh? Okay. Oh yeah, and then you have the burst too. Okay. I think it was a little fast and loose to attack with the otter last turn, not gonna lie. We're gonna keep it back now. I shouldn't have expected to like race mono red on the draw with this deck. Whereas the otter would have blocked Kellen, so. Well, the Dragcatcher with 4 toughness, that's tough for mono red decks to interact with. They usually don't play Obliterating Bolt in the main deck. So hopefully that'll help us stabilize. These multiversal passages are brutal, man. Two life for an untapped single color. Yeah, man, the mana is just so bad. Mana is so bad. Trying to make a blue-white tempo deck work. Might just not be in the cards in this format. I guess I'll pay 2 life. I don't know. I mean, otherwise, what am I doing, really? What am I doing, really? I can't cast a spell this turn. Alright. It's GG. We want Flash Freeze. We want Seam Rip. We want Resto Magic. We want Authority of the Consoles. Maybe Flood Maw. And then for cuts, we can cut some stock ups, some of the slower stuff. Sleight of hand. Just kind of trimming around the edges a little bit. Try this. Play first. Keep. Lead with Authority, that'll be helpful. On turn 1. Just go with Drake here first. Make them have to have like a Lightning Strike and an Obliterating Bolt. And they do. That's fine. This allows me to double spell next turn for sure. Underheart. Alright, so we're gonna Planisphere, then we're gonna Seam Rip. We're getting up to high toughness to make the red deck unable to burn us. Okay, we got there. On the draw, I'm not sure if much changes. Maybe I want to cut the otter on the draw for another interaction spell. Blood Maw. Let's try it. So the old pup's having a good day, huh? That's good. That's good. All right, let's mulligan this because we have 0 lands. We're going to mulligan this because we have 0 lands again. And we're going to keep 5. And we're going to probably auto lose because we have to pay 4 life just to play, and then we have 5 cards and run the draw, so that's probably GG right there. Hard to imagine coming back from that. Rough. Rough way to go. This is... I'm wondering if this is a situation where I just jam the Planisphere and hope they don't have it, because that's more or less my only chance. Or if I can have the luxury to maybe play a tap land here, or play an untapped land, and then like dig to find a land for next turn or something I need for next turn. I don't know, man. We gotta just... We need to get lucky, obviously, at this point. We had the worst luck possible this game 3, so... Hopefully they don't have a burn spell. And they didn't, okay. Cool, so we maybe have a chance, I guess. Need to deal with the Nemesis. Let's look at some cards. They're both terrible. Let's try it again. Also bad. Yeah, that's gonna be game. I think that'll be game. Sure. What is there to think about, really? You just attack, right? I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Okay. Yep. Alright, that's going to do it for me for today. I do have to get going, unfortunately. That was our last run of the metagame challenge. The deck is really fun. I do think it's just my first iteration of it. I do think that there is improvements for sure that could happen with it. And let's just take a quick look. I do have to get going here. But unfortunately, I came up with this just this morning at the end of the metagame challenge, so I won't have any more chances to play it. But I like the deck. I think it's fun that we had some really bad draws that are like uncharacteristically bad, I think. And then also the mana is rough. We need Hollow Fountain. This is the Hollow Fountain waiting room right now. But the deck is fun. I do think it can be continued to be tuned. I think it could be. I think there's something here. I think it just has to be worked on a little bit. And I also didn't play optimally every game. I made some mistakes here and there. So made some mistakes, had some bad luck, new deck. But I think it's really fun, and I think it's honestly promising. I think the deck is powerful. So let me know if you have any questions or any comments or any feedback about the deck. But that's all from me for today. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and yeah, please like and subscribe if you like the content and you want to see more. That really helps me get the channel going so I can make more content. So yeah, thanks so much everybody, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.